Hey everyone, it's TarotLynn and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you all about the clairs. So for the clairs, you have about 4 different categories that they fall under. You have Clairvoyance, Clairaudience, Claircognizance, and Clairsentience. So basically the clairs represent the natural psychic abilities that we all possess. So yes, there's different types of divination tools like tarot, like runes, like pendulums that you can use to enhance your psychic abilities, but the natural psychic abilities where you're not using anything besides yourself is where the clairs come into place. So this is going to be a video that's meant to help you pinpoint what clairs you're working with. Now, it's common in your lifetime to experience all the types of clairs because there are different moments in which your intuition is going to pick up on things differently, but majority of the time when it comes to your own practice, you're going to be working with 1 or 2 clairs at a time, and if you experience the other ones, it's going to be in very rare occasions. So the first clair that's the most well known is clairvoyance. So this is the ability to see things with your third eye. And so this can appear with you actually seeing spirits or seeing energy. Some of you can read people's auras when you have clairvoyance, but this is also going to translate in the way where when you pick up messages from things, they appear as images in your mind when you're sensing something. So let's say you're a tarot reader, and let's say that you are pulling cards, and then all of a sudden as you're pulling cards, there's a certain message that's getting popped into your head. It's going to appear as a vision. You're going to see it in some regard. So this is something that you're seeing with your third eye. So it's going to appear as images in your mind, and then externally it's going to appear as things that you are visually seeing. And in media, clairvoyance is the type of clair that is most commonly used to represent psychics. A lot of times you'll see a psychic on TV scrying with a crystal ball where they're looking into the crystal ball to look for images. So that is someone who is clairvoyant. They're seeing things, and that's how they are relaying messages. The next clair is going to be clairaudience. This is actually the one I have the most experience with, and this is where you are hearing the messages. So either you're hearing it in your mind with the voice inside your head is like relaying the messages to you, or you're going to hear it as someone else's voice, but it's going to be something you hear directly in your ear that makes you sense things. And a lot of times this is going to be something that you didn't think of. It's not going to be something that you had any way of knowing. It's going to sound like someone else is giving you the information. Someone else is passing it along to your psyche. And so this is going to be something that's verbalized to you when you're connecting with spirit and with your intuition. Instead of seeing things, you're going to hear it. And personally, I find a lot of people who are clairaudient, they also really resonate with music, and they'll hear different things stand out in songs that help confirm things for them. Now, it's not entirely the same because it's not someone telling you something, but I find a lot of times people who are clairaudient do pay attention to the lyrics of music a lot more than other people, and they incorporate music into their practice. And so sometimes this clairaudience, like I said, it could be a thought that you are hearing in your head through your own mind's voice, or it could be something said in your ear, but it can be a full-on sentence, it can be an explanation for things, or it could just be one word just to grab your attention. Some people, if you're clairaudient, you might hear your name being called a lot when there's no one else around you. And so if you experience hearing things or feeling like someone is calling your name and then no one is, that can mean that you are clairaudient. And then there's claircognizance, and this again is one that I am very familiar with. This is just a clear knowing. So this isn't going to be anything that you can exactly pinpoint. This is just going to be all of a sudden you either know information and you say things without knowing where this is coming from, or you're thinking something and again you don't know where this is coming from, or it's just this clear knowing, like this clear sense of intuition. And it's very hard to explain unless you experience it. Basically, this is the energy of you just knowing something without previously doing research or without having any reason as to why you would know this. So this isn't something that you have looked up before or something where you are using your own bias to persuade things to go in. This is something that is completely outside of yourself, and all of a sudden you feel like you just have this download of information, and like you are just saying it, like you're almost like this outlet or this messenger who's meant to share this information. And so with claircognizance, it's a little bit hard to pinpoint, and it's a little bit hard to explain in just a couple words. So there's many ways that it can relay itself to you. So it could be all of a sudden you just know something internally and you don't have a reason to know it, and it could be something that's like an actual fact that you would never have looked up, like there's no way for you to know it. Or it could just be something where you know what someone's going through without ever talking talking to them, without communicating with them, and it's like you know everything that's going on with them. It's just this clear knowing of, hey, this person is having a fight with their boyfriend, like random things like that. Or it's going to be you are speaking and all of a sudden you are saying things that you are not thinking about saying, and it's kind of just like the words are coming out. Again, that is just like claircognizance of knowing what you need to say, and it's just coming out of you as you're almost like the messenger in that moment. But then if it's appearing in the sense of a clear knowing of things that is not verbalized but more so action based, it can appear in the sense of doing something and right away knowing, yes, I was meant to do that, or oh no, I was not meant to do it. That has actually happened to me before, where all of a sudden I did something, I didn't know why I was doing it, I just got the urge to do something, and then I had this feeling like, okay, this is going to be very life-changing. And that is what happened. And then another thing that has happened to me before is just this moment of clear knowing that something is about to happen, or something will happen within the day or a matter of hours, and you don't have any reason to know why that would happen. Like there's no indications that that would happen, but you just know it kind of as a fact. And so when you have claircognizance, you're going to have these things that just appear and feel as fact to you, and that's how you know that you are claircognizant, is there's going to be a clear knowing. So there's not going to be any ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're not going to be like, well, this could happen. This is going to be a direct, no, I feel it in my gut. This is 100% going to happen. And if it's a clear enough claircognizance, you're going to know the way that's going to happen. And it's going to be something that is a brief moment of not knowing it and then knowing it. It's like all of a sudden you're going to be hit by a message, and that is how you are claircognizant, because you're not hearing it, you're not seeing it, you're just knowing it. And so like I said, this is going to be a clair that if you don't have it, it's not going to make a lot of sense the way I'm describing it. But if you are experiencing these things where you are sensing things by just knowing them randomly, that is claircognizance. And so then the last clair is clairsentience, and this is the ability to sense people's emotions, sense people's feelings. But this also represents the ability to smell things that relay messages to you, and the ability to touch things and know about it. And so I'm going to break these down into their separate categories. So going with the ability to feel people's emotions, this is going to be where you are able to pick up someone's emotions without them indicating their emotions to you. So this, for a lot of people, is going to be people that they're in the same room with, or the energy of the spirit that is surrounding you at that moment. But you can also do this by being miles apart. It just really depends on your own gift. But it's going to be where all of a sudden you know, okay, this person is really sad, they're feeling this, this person's feeling guilty, this person's having a good day, this person's having a bad day, and it's going to feel like you are literally embodying that emotion yourself. And that's how you're going to know you're picking up their emotion. It could also be in the sense that if someone is sick or having an issue with their body, you can physically feel that within yourself as well. A lot of people who have really strong empathetic abilities have clairsentience, because you are able to almost like transfer your bodies in the sense where you are feeling what they're feeling, and you're able to understand it and comprehend, and able to give them guidance through going through the same experience as them. So clairsentience is really going to be when you are sensing the feelings and the way that someone is feeling, both emotionally and physically, within yourself. And so then when we talk about clairsentience in the sense of touch, this could be when you touch someone, you were able to pick up their emotions and able to sense what they're going through. But this is also with objects. There's certain people who have clairsentience where when they pick up an object, they kind of have this download of the entire history of this object and what it's been through, who's owned it before, what the experience for that person was like with this object. So those are the type of people where they can sense the history of things. And then with clairsentience in the sense of smell, this is going to be for those of you where you are just randomly doing your divination or sensing the energy of spirits or people, and all of a sudden just get this scent that gives you a message based with that scent. So it could be that this person wore this specific perfume a lot, or it could also be that there's a specific message tied to this scent, and that's where you're being told this scent to help you understand what the message is, either by telling this person like, hey, I'm smelling this, what does this mean to you? And then they can explain what it's confirming for them. This also appears a lot with people who do mediumship. Like I said, it could be the scent of someone, or it could be to confirm that this is someone. Like it could be something that they really enjoyed. If they were a baker, it could be that you were smelling baked goods, and that is appearing in your reading to confirm that it is them. So with clairsentience, it's either going to appear as you emotionally or physically mentally or feeling what this person is going through. You're able to understand the history of an item or what someone has been through, or you're going to have the ability to smell something related to this person. So basically, clairsentience represents the senses of the body, the touch, the smell, and the feelings. So that's all 4 types of clairs. Let me know in the YouTube comments down below what clairs you have and what experience you have went through with these clairs. If you enjoyed this video and you found it educational, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every single week, including more educational videos like this. I also post readings, pick-a-pile readings, zodiac readings, and collective readings, along with unboxing videos of different tarot and oracle decks. If you want to learn more information like this, my link to my Facebook group is going to be in the description box down below, and I'm going to have more educational videos linked in the cards for you to watch next. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye!